What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. It's just been announced that Jim Harbaugh will likely receive a 4-game suspension, and some Michigan assistants could be getting some punishments as well. Gonna be talking about it and everything you guys need to know about it in this video. Also, a transfer portal linebacker is set to visit Michigan. Michigan's also hosting some big recruits at the barbecue at the Big House this weekend. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's go ahead and start with the hot topic of the day, and that is Michigan and the NCAA negotiating and working toward a 4-game suspension for Jim Harbaugh, as Jim Harbaugh will likely serve a 4-game suspension due to NCAA violations. This came out from a report from Yahoo Sports. It said the Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh and the NCAA are working toward a negotiated resolution that is expected to see him suspended 4 games this season in penalties stemming from alleged false statements he originally made to investigators. They also went on to say that the NCAA enforcement staff alleged that Harbaugh was dishonest about the recruiting violations in his initial meeting with investigators. So long story short, this is BS. The NCAA is a complete joke, and I'll tell you why. As you guys should all know, this happened back in January, where Michigan football received a notice of allegations regarding potential recruiting violations committed by the program. The allegations included 4 level 2 violations and 1 level 1 violation, and the most serious allegation was levied against Harbaugh for providing false or misleading information. And basically, Jim Harbaugh was accused of buying recruits hamburgers, and the recruits stopped by for an impromptu visit, and an analyst for Michigan was performing some coaching duties on the field, and also they had some coaches watch players work out during Zoom meetings. And basically those are all the allegations. Now, to put this into perspective on what a joke this is, first off, Urban Meyer got a 3-game suspension for not reporting domestic assault, but Jim Harbaugh gets suspended for 4 games because of these minor allegations. Also, the NCAA came out a couple weeks ago and basically gave Tennessee a slap on the wrist and a love tap for committing 200 infractions in paying recruits. But Michigan and Jim Harbaugh get suspended 4 games for these minor allegations. It is just absurd. And basically the reason he is getting such a harsh punishment is because he potentially lied to investigators. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. As a Michigan fan, we should be mad at this. Now, also keep in mind, the NCAA just dropped this, and Jim Harbaugh in Michigan is set to take the podium at Big Ten Media Days on Thursday. So Jim Harbaugh will likely have to answer questions on this at Big Ten Media Days, which just sucks. And it's just kind of crappy that all this came out right before Big Ten Media Days, as obviously there will be a lot of talk about this. Now, obviously, Michigan's 4 games that Jim Harbaugh would not appear in would be against Eastern Carolina, UNLV, Bowling Green, and the Big Ten home opener against Rutgers. All of those 4 games are home games. Now, Jim Harbaugh is not the only coach, though, to get punishments, as the former defensive coordinator Mike Macdonald, who is now the defensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens, he is expected to receive a 1-year show cause penalty. And Sharon Moore, the offensive line coach and the offensive coordinator for Michigan, and the tight ends coach Grant Newsome are also expected to receive punishments. Now, it is not finalized yet, however, it is kind of expected, I guess. Now, Tom Mars, Harbaugh's attorney, offered a brief statement. He said, "We are continuing to work cooperatively with the NCAA staff on an enforcement matter. At this time, we are not allowed to comment on possible penalties or other aspects of the matter. And Ward Manuel, Michigan's athletic director, also said the following: "We are continuing to work cooperatively with the NCAA staff on an enforcement matter. At this time, we cannot comment further on any aspect of the matter." Basically the same thing. But yeah, just absurd about this news coming out. Obviously, Michigan, one of the most anticipated college football seasons for Michigan fans in the Michigan football program, and now just a little speed bump on the road. NCAA is just making a joke out of themselves. There's nothing else to it. But Jim Harbaugh expected to get a 4-game suspension from the NCAA, as well as some punishments for a few Michigan assistants. If you guys have any questions on it, make sure to leave them down below in the comment section, and I'll try to answer them best as I can. But let's go ahead and get into some more news, as a Northwestern linebacker transfer, Nigel Glover, is expected to visit Michigan, as he'll be coming to the barbecue at the Big House over this weekend. He's also reportedly visiting Kentucky as well. He was a member of the 2023 recruiting class from the state of Ohio. He was rated as a 4-star recruit and the number 335th player in the country, according to the 24/7 Sports composite rankings. He hasn't yet played a down at the college level. However, because of all the Pat Fitzgerald and the hazing scandal at Northwestern, he has entered the transfer portal. Now, Glover apparently can also play safety. Michigan is pretty stacked already at the linebacker position, but Michigan gets some transfer portal news, as a Northwestern linebacker transfer, Nigel Glover, will be visiting Michigan for the barbecue at the Big House. And speaking of the barbecue at the Big House, Michigan is set to host a ton of top-rated targets. The 2025 5-star safety DJ Pickett is expected to be on campus this week. We still don't know if it'll be during the barbecue at the Big House or not, but he is going to be taking a visit. And also, the 5-star offensive tackle and number 1 recruit in the 2025 class, David Sanders, is also going to be coming in for the barbecue at the Big House. He's obviously teammates with Channing Goodwin and Jaden Davis at Providence Day High School. There's obviously other recruits and also Michigan commits coming in for the barbecue at the Big House. It's going to be a big weekend. That will be this upcoming weekend. And also Michigan hoping for a commitment on July 30th from Aaron Scott, the 4-star cornerback, as he will be deciding Sunday, choosing between Michigan, Ohio State, and Oregon. But the last thing I want to talk about is Blake Corum, as according to On3 and the Wolverine, they think that it's possible he leaves school as a millionaire. Now, Corum told the 33rd team that he's been up to some business moves as well. He said, "My first house I bought a couple months ago with my dad. I just hit the market, so we are flipping houses now." And he said that he's into real estate and stuff like that. He said, "I'm trying to find that next move. I'm going to eventually build an empire." So Blake Corum, pretty cool there. He's already flipping houses and making himself a lot of money, but do keep in mind, he does give back a lot of money. He says his purpose is to give back. He's obviously giving away turkeys, lots of turkeys to people in need during Thanksgiving. So a very nice person, and he's making some big moves out there. But other than that, that is going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you are new around here. I greatly appreciate it. But other than that, we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.